Back in 1969, the Ford Mustang was at a crossroads. While Ford had given the iconic pony car a major facelift and even introduced the now legendary Mach 1, sales didn't quite hit the highs they had hoped for. Fewer than 300,000 Mustangs rolled off the lot that year, a noticeable dip compared to earlier, more explosive years. The hardtop remained the go-to choice, with over 127,000 units sold. But the Fastback, with its aggressive stance and track-ready vibes, was catching the attention of a new breed of enthusiasts. Almost 62,000 people opted for the sleek, sporty Fastback design in 1969, and for good reason. It just looked like it was born to race. Among those Fastbacks was the Mach 1, which quickly gained a cult following. Over 72,000 of these performance variants were produced, cementing their place in muscle car lore. For many gearheads back in the day, owning a Mustang was just the beginning. The real fun started when they tore into the engine bay. It wasn't uncommon for buyers to pick up a modest 6-cylinder Mustang and then pour time, money, and sweat into transforming it into a track-ready beast. This was especially true for the Fastbacks, which offered a lighter and more aerodynamic platform to build on. That brings us to the car in question, a 1969 Mustang Fastback that started its life as a humble 6-cylinder model. It originally came equipped with a 250 cubic inch inline-six engine and a manual gearbox. At some point, decades ago, according to the current seller, the original power plant was yanked in favor of a much more potent 351 Cleveland V8 paired with a 4-speed transmission. Listed by eBay seller Appanog_garage, this Mustang has clearly seen better days. From the looks of the photos, it's been sitting untouched for years, possibly ever since its former owner hung up the racing gloves. Time hasn't been especially kind. The car needs a complete mechanical overhaul and likely a full body restoration as well. Rust, that persistent enemy of all vintage metal, is present, though not to the degree seen in some other basket cases out there. The good news: the Mustang appears to be mostly complete. Unlike other restoration projects where you spend more time hunting down elusive trim pieces and missing seats, this car seems to have the bulk of its components still intact. The seller notes that the interior remains in fairly good shape, with solid seating. A red OEM hood, recently installed, adds to the list of positives. Originally, this car wore a soft pastel gray coat paired with a blue interior, a combination that would look stunning once returned to factory form. Interestingly, the plan for this Fastback wasn't always to keep the 351 Cleveland. At one point, the owner intended to drop in the coveted 428 Cobra Jet engine, a move that would have turned this car into a full-blown street brawler. Unfortunately, that plan was shelved, and the current seller has decided to pass the project along to someone else, someone with the vision and resources to take it from Bonfire to Boulevard Cruiser. While the engine doesn't currently run, it's not locked up either. It turns over freely with a breaker bar, which is a promising sign for those hoping for a relatively straightforward mechanical revival. Prospective buyers should still plan to send a mechanic or make a trip themselves to get a thorough inspection before committing. Now, since this Mustang isn't a numbers-matching performance model or a factory big block car, it's likely that whoever buys it will choose to build it to their own specs. Perhaps a daily driver with muscle flair, or a custom restaurant with modern reliability hidden under classic sheet metal. That means the price has to reflect the project nature of the car. The seller has set the opening bid at $11,900 and mentioned there's no reserve, so the highest bidder, no matter how high or low, will walk away with the car. They are hopeful it might go for more, but in the auction world, anything can happen. The car is currently located in Warwick, Rhode Island. Since it's not roadworthy, the winning buyer will need to bring a trailer or arrange transport to get their new prize home. For someone looking to bring a classic Mustang back to life with the bones already in place and a legendary engine swap in the car's past dreams, this 1969 Fastback could be the perfect blank canvas.